Hello and welcome to Vibra Finance. My name is Lindsay. Tonight I am joined by the lovely Serena Alonzi. We are doing HEX updates and we're going to be talking about USDC, maybe,
Yeah.
and a little bit also what's going on out there with these banks. All right, but before we get started, hello to our audience and a little hello from Vibra Finance. Here we go.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining us tonight, Bitfinex. I hope we sound the alarm with these markets. Looking a little red here. Perhaps an opportunity for accumulation. Perhaps an opportunity to wash your hands. We shall see. How are you this week, Serena?
I'm doing great, thanks. What about you?
I'm good. I've been enjoying all this action going on. There's definitely no shortage of excitement. That is for sure. All right, let's look at this. So we have a sea of red here, and then we get this little beautiful green bubble that pops up that is HEX. Love seeing that. Have you been checking your sticker app as much as you were last week?
No, not really. How about you?
No, definitely not. And I haven't gotten as many phone calls either, but we all know that these things come in cycles. So when the next leg up comes, more excitement will come. And, we're just here for a good time. That's all. That's really what we're here for. We are here for day 1,196 of flawless uptick time, which feels pretty good to me. How about you?
It's great. Yep. And during this past week, I was able to onboard somebody else. So that was fun. And now we got more hexagons. So
tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So just a friend I knew for a long time finally decided I want to listen to you now. And I wish I did years ago. So I'm so happy for him that he finally decided to mine his own HEX.
Mine, publish?
Right? Or stake? I don't know.
What's he doing these days? Oh, so did he share with you perhaps what his pivotal thought was on that one?
So he first wanted to do like a year stake just to try it. And then when I explained it and he did more of his own research, then he decided to do like 5 years, 3 years. And then he said next week or so, he's planning on doing like a longer term stake. So he's kind of got like a ladder going on, which is the best thing when you first start out with HEX. So yeah.
All right. Sounds like you got a pretty good game plan ahead of him.
Yeah.
Way to go. Cool. Way to do it right. Way to bring him in. So he's aware of the ups and the downs, and he's done his own research, and he came there on his own accord to join the rest of us.
Yep, exactly. And he says like the more he looks into it, he's always texting me saying like, "Oh my God, it's so, it's smart and it makes so much sense." And just pretty much everything that I've been saying. He's like, "Yeah, I wish I listened to you." And, he's excited for the copy he's going to be getting on Paul's chain. So it's exciting to get in at these times. So I'm very happy and excited for him.
It really is exciting to be here in these times when there is so much going on outside in the market, going on outside in the macro sense of everything. It's an interesting bubble to be in where people feel secure with the community that they're surrounded in. And in terms of like you guys, like-minded individuals pulling out a product that, they can have confidence in. And that's something that we're seeing a serious lack of right now is confidence in products. We're seeing a lack of confidence in services, and we're definitely seeing a lack of confidence in trusting middlemen. Odd. Yeah. All right. Hey, Susie Q, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you.
Hey.
D-Weep. When moon, when Lambo. I don't know, man. I just want a couple of goats, a cow, my own chickens,
Right?
Good
I want some chickens.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. T-Bird, thank you for stopping by.
Hey,
MJ
T-Bird.
Mike, good to see you. Tin Top, hello, Hex Potion. Thank you for being here. And
Yeah,
there you go.
Potion.
Is Bitfinette
Bitfinette.
happen?
Awesome. We got everybody here. Nice.
All right. So the hex price today is sitting at, let's see if you guys can see that if I click them a little bit there. We're sitting at a little over 6 cents. T-share price is 1,803 in terms of US dollars. Interesting. Doesn't say in terms of USDC though. Which actually right now, if you go and you take a look, let's see, I don't even know what USDC is sitting at right now. Let's take a look. Here's my number. Sorry, I was like, wait, squirrel side note, what's USD sitting at? All right, 96 cents. So really right now, well, I guess we could get into that now. The amount of units of hex that you could accumulate for $1. Let's see. Let's go to 1 inch. Refresh this. USDC. All right. So for 1 USDC, you can get for 1 USDC, which there may or may not be a pairing of 1-to-1 by Monday morning. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see exactly.
We'll see, and we'll tell you why in just a second here too. So anyway, so for 1 USDC, you can now get 14.57523,719 units of hex. So that's 14 units of hex, and then a few units of a few hearts along with it too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting to start thinking about it in those terms because it is so early days. Because we are so early, people are coming in and. They're still trying to wrap their head around T-shares, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around like, oh my gosh, there's not going to be that many T-shares that much longer. Like, where are we?
If you're getting T-shirts now, like you're lucky because, Can you go back to that page and switch it to ETH, the one you're just on?
1 inch.
Yeah. Can you switch it to ETH to hex and I'm just curious to see something.
I don't mind me just, oh, where the heck? Why am I not seeing this?
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
Wait, wait a second. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm on the 8th. Anyway, no, I can't. Nice try.
That's okay. It's not important. I'm just curious to see like how much of
no, but that's a good
you
point.
get for hex.
I'd really
like last week.
Okay, well, let's take a look for 1 tether. Let's see. It's interesting to see that tether. Yeah, 14.9. All right. Well, that's not what we were looking for, but where the heck did ETH go?
Right? Like what?
I do have glasses, but I don't really need them. I was like, wait a second. Am I blind? I'm missing something here. All right. Well, anyway, I guess we'll look into that another time, or if somebody knows why I can't find it. I'm open to learning why. All right. Anyway, I could get stuck.
Weird. I don't know.
I'm a problem solver, so I'm like, wait a second. I won't dig into that later. So
I've never had that issue, so I don't know.
Me neither. Welcome to Viber Finance Live. Love when that happens. Okay. So yeah. Oh my gosh. We are again. That's weird. So when we first started streaming, forgive me because I had notes on this before, but they're all the way across the room now. And I can't remember what the T-share price was exactly, but the first stream, episode 1, I believe came out November 14th, around there somewhere. So I was like, what on earth was the T-share price when we first started streaming? So, all right. Went down and I did anyway. So if you go down here and you take a look and you scroll, which I could somewhere, the T-share price was in terms of hex, right? I want to say it was around 22,000, and now we're sitting at 26,603 hex for 1 T-share. And like I said before, just knowing how knowing how much more rare they are becoming, because they will be very rare someday. It's interesting that we can still accumulate whole T-shares.
Yeah, exactly right.
And then someday it will be a race to see who can accumulate the last unit or the last single unit of hex, right? Oh, WE, it's at the top. Thanks, Tin Top. Yep.
Oh, it was so small I can't even see that. So I'm like, oh.
What's my excuse? I'm sitting on a monitor that's like 96 inches big. So, anyway, thanks. Wrapped ether. There we go. So for a wrapped ETH here, you can get 20. Well, you guys can read that. There you go. Interesting.
Are you able to put in like dollars on that, or
Uh,
you put like, if let's say you put like $2,000, how much of that would that get you in HEX, or does it not?
No, and let's see. Tether's still. I think Tether's still. Yeah, Tether's still at $1. So there you go. For one tether, you can get. Wow, that just went up a little bit. For one tether, you can get 15.04 hex.
Cool.
Interesting. Well, yeah. So here you are accumulating units. Here is a one of the 16th largest bank in terms of deposits in the United States of America today. Actual footage. Here we go. Silicon Valley Bank. Largest bank failure since 2008 bank crisis. Startup focus lender Silicon Valley Bank Financial Group. So Silicon Valley Financial Banking Group, we're going to go down to another article in just a second about that one, became the largest bank to fail since the 2008 financial crisis on Friday. So really, this is a crisis of confidence, right? So rumors, news, selling, all of a sudden, FUD, what do you get? People running in. So this bank is the 16th ranked at the 16th biggest bank in the United States at the end of last year, and they were worth about $209 billion in assets. But then there's, because of the Fed's aggressive rate hikes, their treasury bonds are getting like torpedoed. Here we go. And wipe out. So when you're trying to pull that much money out of something that doesn't hold that much money on it, we'll get into that in a second in the other one. So this is the biggest failure since the Washington Mutual Bank went bust in 2008. And what they're calling a hallmark event that triggered a financial crisis that hobbled the economy for years. What is a hallmark event? So the term hallmark event is used to describe a reoccurring event that possesses such significance in terms of tradition, attractiveness, image, or publicity. But that's funny because this really isn't becoming a hallmark event. Have you heard this on mainstream media other than like you maybe hear like a whisper of it, but I'm not seeing.
No, you were saying you didn't see anything, and I just seen these articles because you sent me them, so I didn't hear about this either.
There are articles published. However, they are extremely difficult to find if somebody really was if somebody's already interested in this and they're already doing their diligence, you probably already have these subscriptions to these sites to be able to go through and really do some deep diving. But to somebody who's just like, what? I heard that on the news, Google it. Well, I can't get any article anyway. Poof, off they go. They're not getting two sides of these stories, right? Yeah. All right. A little nuts. Anyway, so Silicon Valley Bank. So what happened? They dumpster fire. Here we go. They just blew up in flames.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, the bank's CEO sold 3.6 million of stock in potentially problematic. So days before the bank failure, just days. It was probably a coincidence, right? Like this happened. I mean, who are we? And good Lord, I can't believe I'm saying these things out on YouTube. I must not really like a channel. Please follow us on Twitter at Vibra Finance in case we don't appear tomorrow. Sorry, boss. So anyway, the Silicon Valley Bank Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Becker, sold $3.6 million of company stock under a trading plan less than 2 weeks before the firm disclosed extensive losses that led to its failure. The sale of over 12,000 shares on February 27th was the last time in more than a year that Mr. Becker had sold shares in a parent company for the Silicon Valley Banking Financial Group, as we just mentioned. So
that's not sketchy at all, right?
I mean, no way that wouldn't be possible. There's no way that would happen because, well, and it does, but don't worry because they're protected against these things. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's like 50 something. 5-0 something with the SEC passed, but like this legislation, I believe in January, that gave them a little wiggle room, little workaround, so we didn't go tiptoeing back into 2008, because how dare we? History doesn't repeat itself, does it?
Yeah,
So,
right.
so even after Silicon Valley's bank collapse, Washington Mutual is still the biggest. Oh well, I mean, way to go, Washington Mutual. So our favorite Treasury Secretary, Ms. Yellen, she described the bank's collapse as a matter of concern. But interestingly enough, at the bottom of this article, the same Treasury said that she had expressed full confidence in their abilities to respond to the situation. But here she is, who knows, perhaps in the same breath, maybe in another press conference, she's now saying that it's a matter of concern. All right. So what do we know, guys? We know when somebody talks with two faces that there's more than one side of the story going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. We have a really smart audience out there. We know this. So this is why we're here, right? This is exactly why we're here. This is why we are participating in crypto, not crapto, in true DeFi. And scams be damned. I don't care what they say. Like if you can't pass the ITQ test, then you just got. All right. Here's your bank. Anyway, sorry. The collapse of Washington Mutual, which was eventually taken over by against its will by the federal government and then quickly sold to JP Morgan Chase, came at the height of the Great Recession and remains the largest bank failure in U.S. history. The Washington Post was the demise of the century's 16th largest bank, and this echoes liquidity issues faced by Washington Mutual almost 15 years earlier. The government limited the ability of Washington Mutual to borrow cash from the federal home loan banks that led to their liquidity. This is from Joseph Linick, a banking attorney. And it's quite interesting that the two biggest bank failures in history were not a matter of the banks running out of capital, but running out of cash. So, okay. After a run that saw $42 billion withdrawn from Silicon Banking Valley on Thursday alone. So that was withdrawn from Silicon Valley on Thursday. And then what happened on Friday? Boom, doors shut. What happens at a bank? Banks sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go home, they punch that clock, 5 o'clock, whatever time they close their doors. And then here's the crypto markets going, wait a second, we're still running here. What's going on? But bankers have lives because they're middlemen.
Yeah.
And men need sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're custodying your funds and you're not well diversified and the majority of your funds are custodied by middlemen, then these are situations that, helpful to be aware of.
So where could people, I guess, put their funds and their money so that they could avoid things like this?
Honestly, that is a very, very good question. And it is extremely user specific. That depends on your risk tolerance. That depends on your needs. It depends on your immediate situation. Right. Yeah. So if you have the ability to take your assets and custody them yourself, or be in a situation where you can remain solvent outside of a middleman situation, but right now we are living in times where that is just not a possibility for, forgive me if I'm wrong on the percentage, but I believe it's over 40% of Americans these days have absolutely zero goose egg in their savings account. And only minimum of what they need. And we're living in a debt-driven society, consumerism. And now, because the supply chain is boom, 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 productivity. Well, now we're seeing a bigger uptick in services, but we're not seeing those jobs grow anywhere. We're not seeing those jobs fall out evenly. So the numbers that they're still looking at still look okay, but meanwhile, everything else is. It's like what do they call it? Like a house of cards. This one dumpster fire, and really that's all it takes is a wildfire, like Washington Mutual. Look what happened. So Washington Mutual's out there. They're catering to lower and middle income customers that other banks deem too risky. And so then all of a sudden, boom, here it comes. They were trying to do what, and forgive me, like I'm not super well versed on Washington Mutual, what everything happened there. I'm still doing a lot of homework. It turns out there's a lot of things that you can't read about both sides of the story, so there's a lot to sift through. That's a little strange, right?
Yeah, no, I'm still reading through everything, and it's a lot. So
yeah, so I guess
yeah.
what they were trying to do is really drive innovation in the financial sector. They were really trying to turn and flip it on its head, and perhaps make it so that these things are more accessible to lessen the gap between, because really there's a huge wealth gap, right? And the opportunity to be able to grow your wealth in the United States these days is it's tough. And
yeah, it's getting harder and harder. So it's yeah.
And here we are, like this. We are on the cusp. We are not around the cusp. We're like in the pocket of the fourth industrial revolution. It's already the ball has been rolling for years, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of them actually announcing it that it's here. But that's what revolutions do. They flip things on their head. It's time for a new way. They've already coined it. They've already put it out there. The Great Financial Reset.
Mm-hmm.
That term has been in play for years now.
Yeah.
Seems weird. So here we are, like 15 years later, we're repeating ourselves with another bank. And I just wanted to show you guys that Circle had issued their own statement saying, well, USDC can be issued 24/7, 365 on chain, and issuance and redemption is constrained by the working hours of the U.S. banking system. So as regulated payment token, the USDC will remain redeemable one-on-one with the US dollar. So that's what they're saying. That's the plan as of March 11th here. So what's the impact on the USDC reserve is USDC is 100% collateralized with a combination of cash and US treasuries. Specifically, USDC is currently collateralized 77% or 32.4 billion with US treasury bills with 3 months or less maturation period, which is better than our friends here at Silicon Valley saw, where they had treasuries out for like the long-year treasury, right? They were looking at they were looking to hodl, for 10 years plus, and interest rates just shot right through that. So anyway, I found this article earlier. Did you get a chance to look at this one? I know I sent these to you a little late, but I don't know, for our friends out there that hodled, that custody their own crypto and are, our smart users that are smart Hexagon friends out here. This USDC investor shelled out $2 million to receive 5 cents in USDT because, and this is why it's so important to know and have confidence in how to move your crypto and your funds. Given the race against time, the USDC investor forgot to set his slippage, why do they assume it's a he? But whatever. Which allows investors to set an exact price of the token for a transaction to go through. So they forgot to set the slippage, and woo, that's a steep slip, man. That thing must have hurt. Those are some stairs. All right, you're on mute, Serena, or is that on purpose?
Oh no, sorry, I didn't know I was on mute. My bad.
Moving, but I couldn't hear anything. I'm like, okay, I'll shut up now.
Oh no.
Okay, no, I wanted to share this with our friends because I thought that was. I mean, it's not funny. That's awful. Oh, that is awful that would happen to somebody, but like, this is why we have a plan, guys.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we have a game plan. Yep.
Yeah.
Better believe
and
it.
If you're staked, you don't have to, or mining, you don't have to worry about that. So
I mean, if you're publishing things, you don't have to worry about it either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so curious to see where it goes with that, because I do see a mix of mining and publishing around a lot on the language.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and then I don't know if you heard Randy Holarski's point. He was saying, wouldn't it still be called stakers anyway, because staking is like in the code. So like, how can you change their terminology if it's like, well, it's in the code? So aren't we still always stakers?
I mean, yeah, but just like, if two can play at that game, you can play it.
Yes, yeah.
We can change the name of what's going on to the Great Financial Reset. We can change what's really going on, right?
That's true. Mm-hmm. So is it publishing is like the new thing? Instead of mining now, I think it's publishing.
So many StakeHex555 on Twitter. Thank you.
Mm.
A really cool profile picture with lots of publishing tools on it. So
Oh yes, I've seen that. That's nice.
they seem to be on the cusp of what's really going on out there with the Richard news and what I don't remember what the whole like lamb's head thing was with the pulse chain logo on it, but whatever, that was neat. Oh man. So anyway, we could talk about pulse chain all day. That'd be really exciting. I can't wait till we start doing our dives on pulse chain. You guys are gonna for that one though. Don't want to talk about something until it's ready. Alien Hexagon, hey, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Social Impact DAO, damn bailout coming. I mean, run. No, so that the fallout and the wash from that is it's what else are they talking about on TV? What else are they talking about on the radio these days? I was driving my kids to school yesterday, and on the radio they were talking about ranch flavored ice cream, and I'm like, really? This is on the tip of your tongue is when like the 16th largest bank just and you're talking about ranch flavored ice cream, but I guess it is. It all depends on like what you're tuning into too.
I guess, yeah. I don't listen to the radio or watch TV, so I have no idea what they're saying.
Tin Top, here is something Kareem posted that shows the alpha moves Hexagons make when there's blood in the streets. Yeah. Does FDI insurance still kick in at the banks, or do they go down at the same time? So for with our friends at Silicon Valley Bank, I can't remember where that is in this article, so forgive me while I scroll here. Oh, here we go. A little note here. So only 2.7% of their depositors were insured, which means 97% plus wasn't. So that means that only 2.7% of their depositors had $250,000 or less in their bank. That's it, 2.7.
Wow.
So right now the FDIC is currently determining the status of transactions initiated prior to the applicable receivership of cutoff times. Well, did they check those stock sales a few days earlier? And it is possible that the transfers initiated on Thursday will be processed on Monday. So we'll see. Oh, here, thanks, Tin Top. Let me see. I'll pull this up here. Can I copy that? I don't have access to the chat on my YouTube.
I don't have access to it either on my side, so
I'm afraid if I pull up a YouTube on here that I'll start getting feedback, but I'm going to try. Okay. Sorry, guys. I want to pull up that link at the top. It just dropped. That error. Okay, here we go. Pull that up in the chat here. It just dropped.
All right, now there's some
error.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
I had to open up this link here so I can share it with my friends. There we go on Twitter. Oh, wait, did I miss it? No, that was September 11th. See, look at Kareem out there. He's been shouting about Hex since September 11th, 2001. That's off to you. That fancy dancing friend of ours. Man, have you ever seen Kareem dance? He's got moves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's like, yep. She's not kidding, ladies. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. Where is his tweet here? Circle announcement. All right, let's see if I can blow this up. Can you guys see it okay?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, circle announcements. In such a case, circle as... Oh, yeah. There we go. Circle as required by law under store valued money transaction regulations will stand behind USDC and cover any shortfall using corporate resources involving external capital if necessary. Yeah. Banks are going bankrupt because something the government sold them crashed in price. What's this? Ooh. Heat map. All right. Thanks for sharing that, Kareem. What are your thoughts on that, Serena?
Which part exactly? Like just the circle?
Yeah, the circle and
Mhm.
the banks go all this. What's your thoughts on
I
all
don't
this?
know, just no surprise. It's happened in history before. So, I mean, it's about time that things are going to go bankrupt. And I'm not really worried because I got my things locked away. I don't have to worry about that. So it feels good to not have that problem to deal with. So,
Right? I mean, they're not wrong.
mhm,
People are going to need a place to um they're going to need a place to go, right?
mhm,
So what happens when you have a large community and if someone, I mean, I don't know, I guess you could put it down like people do invest with their emotions, right? A lot of investments that we see out there are emotional. And so um mm, people get more emotional when resources get scarce.
mhm,
And so when we start seeing all this like crash, wash, bang, boom going on, you're going to see like look at the bubbles here today. And this is going for a week. Like
mhm,
this is a bear market of bear market. This is going to be like we are going to have, I believe, some like a big event is something big is coming. Some big event, some big. I hate to throw it out there. It just is what it is. Some giant psyop is coming, is going to
mhm,
lob our way. And which one is it going to be? Which one's going to scare everybody the worst? Is it going to be the banks are collapsing? It already runs in on the bank, and then oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh, we saved the day. We have your perfect solution right here.
mhm,
You'll own nothing and be happy. Or are they going to I don't know. What's it gonna be? We could hypothesize all days. People are gonna get
mhm.
sick again. Are we going to war? Like what
Yeah.
something. Always
Or
gonna be
Project Bluebeam, maybe.
Please tell us more about that. Don't get us
Yeah.
bugged.
Maybe we'll get into that on another stream.
Yeah, don't get us bugged. We'll talk about that another time. But at the end of the day, true DeFi stands, and it will stand alone. And this bubble will be bigger, right? This
Mm,
this particular bubble will get a lot bigger because it's like it's it's a hidden gem right now. That's why you're
mm,
here watching Viber Finance, because we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency and
yeah,
crypto. We find crypto, not crypto. Well, we find some
exactly.
crapto. Don't get me wrong, we find some crapto too, but we don't present that to you guys. We keep that to ourselves. Keep
Mm.
that dirty business to ourselves.
Mhm. Yeah, and even though our little bubble is small, it's still great because you see all the red and it's just like no worries. So, mm,
And you have many, like this community has put together. I mean, ooh, I can't get that to shrink down a little bit there, but that doesn't matter. We shall be looking at what's going on here. The T-share sticking. Oh, I'm sorry. Miners are increasing. Where was that? I just missed that. T-share price, current miners. Look at that. We have
mm,
a nice increase. And
very nice.
this it's not coming down. So if you're someone new to like your friend looking at this, and if you came over and take a look at these sites, right?
Mm.
What do you think your friend would say? Is that something like I wish I could have gotten in on down? Where's my mouse? It's on my screen. Or is that something I wish I got down on
Mm.
around here in
Oh, of
2020?
course. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for sure. But even if you didn't and you look at these charts, you can still see like it gives you confidence knowing that more people are becoming miners and stuff. So even though you wish you bought earlier, it's like it's still great and you can still see where it's going kind of. So it's like he's not worried. He's just excited, like my new onboard and stuff. It's like they see stuff like this and it's like as much as they wish they did it earlier, they still see like how early they are, and you explain all that to them. And yeah, it's cool to have all these different tools to look at. And yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Mm,
I love having tools. It makes things a lot easier because then it's
yeah.
just not just me saying, "This is really great. It's really great."
Exactly. You don't have to say, you just like, look at this. Like it's proof is right here. Right. So,
Look at
um,
me. Look what I could do.
yeah. Does it say on that page, exactly how many, miners that we're at now?
Where current miner is at 119,506.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how about like the duration for that? Cause I think last time it was 6.7 years, I believe.
Let's see.
That's been increasing, so that
we're about
still
6.44.
okay. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So still
That's
over.
still really good.
Yeah, I mean, and that when you're seeing a complete lack of confidence out there, it's nice to turn and look at some analytical tools that can show you that there is, and not minute, and these aren't manipulated, right? These aren't these images that haven't been manipulated, not to my accord. But you can see market confidence here at over 6 years and growing. Growing. That's amazing. That's what you wanna see that's what you wanna see with something that you've, put confidence in since day one. If you're gonna stay around here for 6 years, come on and get involved, right?
Yeah. And when you see those, it's if you're just putting in like a new you're just like starting to mine and you do something for like 5 years, like that really, it gives you that reassurance. So there's like nothing to worry about. It makes you feel like I don't know how to explain it right now, but it's I guess confidence is the best thing I can say with that. Definitely helps to have these tools, and they're updated all the time, right? So to see like the growth is really cool, especially for new people that haven't been in to see that before. It's like now you can see how many people are mining and in it for years. So
In it to win it.
yeah, exactly, in it to win it, and mining for years. So exciting.
He shows the Pulse X SAC wallet arbitrage the DIA USDC price and accumulated made about 3.3 million. Nice. That's nice. Way to go, Pulse X SAC wallet. That's what's up. All right, guys. Is there anything else that we had to add for our HEX updates this week?
If you are new to crypto, don't forget about the workbook that makes everything super easy for you.
Oh yeah. I'll pop that up there. Yeah, a little workbook to get your friends started. You can take them in any coin you want to. This is just a great guide to get them started. I'll walk them through step by step how to get started with a ledger and how to keep that right back on get your crypto, put it right back on your cold storage wallet. And here we go. It's early days, guys. It's early days. We're going to see more and more and more bad news, quote unquote, in the market. But it'll all come around. Things all come around in cycles. Keep your cool, keep your head on straight. Make sure you have your game plan tight, and join the HEX token Discord. Yep.
Yeah.
Do that. Hang out with your friends and make some new friends. Share some information. Learn some information. It's it really is a great. It really is a great place to be. It really is.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Hexkins, I need your help. On our Twitter page at Vibra Finance, I pinned it right to the top. I was so very generously gifted exclusive VIP tickets to the Corium mainnet launch in Los Angeles on March 24th. However, my children are on break, and so I am unable to attend, which has me FOMOing hard, but family first, because that is, at the end of the day, the most important thing is family. So anyway, I need your help to get those tickets out in the hands of another Hexkin so that we can go and represent and hang out and meet their community too. You'll be surprised when you get out there and meet some of these awesome people, as I had the pleasure of doing in Las Vegas in this past September, meeting a bunch of the Sologenic team. You'd be quite surprised to find out how many Hexkins are out there. So anyway, it's a good time. And I know it's short notice. Sorry about that, but these things come my way. And if I can't take the opportunity to, then I'm so excited to pass off that baton and ask somebody to come and take my spot, come and represent HEX out there and, spread the good word. So head on over to our Twitter page, post it at the top. There's a little giveaway going on. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers here on Vibra Finance, here on YouTube, 1,000 subs, we're getting close. Please like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends, share with the ladies if they're not sure why to get into crypto. This is why. This is because it's early days and there's more
so early
them to get
so early. Yeah. Sorry. Just emphasizing how early we are. People You don't understand. We're so early.
Yeah, because we're here and we're participating and we're keeping up and you know, we're active with these things. So it's common conversation for us. But if you throw a stone out there and you have a conversation with your friend, they're like, I don't even know why crypto. I don't know, blah, boring. You're like, do you like what? Yeah, I mean, anyway. So if you like the way you live, share it with your friends and get them on board too. I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, so thank you guys all so very much for tuning in tonight. You can catch us live next Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with some more HEX updates, and maybe we'll find some good news out there for us. We'll see how it's swinging. If not, we'll come up with something clever. And Brian, I will, but I have to go on and do it retroactively. My partner is sleeping on helping me get my wrenches out, but if I try to get on, I'll get back feed on my YouTube. So I apologize that you don't have a wrench yet, but I will wrench you. I promise. I don't make promises that I can't keep. So anyway, tune in next Saturday night. You can tune in the mornings during the week. Drop some alpha here from time to time. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings. I'll be here on Thursday morning, 9 a.m. with some crypto market update and more fun from there. So thank you guys for tuning in. See you later. Good night.
Thanks, guys. Good night.